Owners of Volkswagen Beetles, how do you feel knowing that when you drive your car, countless people punch each other for being the first to see it? Driving next to a school is priceless. All the kids punching each other never fails to make me laugh. I had a vice principal who drove a Beetle. I knew she was evil, but I never thought about it like that. Dumb kids punching each other each time I drive by. It's one of the reasons I got it. I like this thinking. I have a sticker on my window that says punch buggy to remind them. I take a joyride not for myself, but for the tradition. You telling me it's not a joy to see people punching one another at the sight of your car? I drove a lime green VW Bug for over a decade. There is nothing more satisfying than pulling up to a red light and seeing a car kid beam the shit out of their sibling in the back seat. Related. We were extremely aggressive about our punch bug games while in my car. Something about calling punch bug while in a bug made the whole thing a lot more fun. We'd keep a running tally for weeks until someone forgot the totals and we had to start over. Also, kids just love Beetles anyway. I used to get so many comments and questions about my car, but my favorites were from little kids. God, I miss that car. Edit. Another fun fact I'd forgotten. 2000 bugs had dashboards made of this plastic that smells identical to crayons when it gets warm. So after sitting in the sun all day it would smell like a box of Crayola. People would accuse me of leaving crayons in my car, but I eventually found out it was the dash. It was so charming and silly. I loved it. Nice. I drive a VW bus and it's quite the opposite. People wave at us or throw a peace sign. Growing up you got 2 punches if you spotted a bus. It was always funny to see it happen. Like sitting at a stoplight and the 12-ish-year-old girl slugging the crap out of maybe her older brother. You could see the gleam in her eyes as she punched him in the arm. I sold my Bug several years back. I miss that car. Maybe they'll bring them back to the States in another 10 or so years. Unfortunately they actually cancelled production of the whole Beetle line as of last year I believe. Yes, but I mean think about it. It's a popular car. Surely they'll give it a new design and bring it back eventually. Incredible. I drive by elementary schools on their recess when I'm feeling down and watch the chaos ensue. Suddenly I want a Volkswagen. I used to have a Beetle and it was hilarious anytime you drove past kids. You'd always see one get excited and hit the others. Never hard enough to injure or anything. Just good light-hearted fun. Wait. We weren't supposed to slug each other as hard as possible? If there's no bruise, you lose. Drove my first car, VW Super Beetle, past a bus stop. Saw a fist fight break out. I've seen that happen without a Beetle in sight. I used to drive a Bug. Nothing gave me a greater sense of power than one time at a stoplight I saw one kid deliberately pound his friend in the arm. Few men know such power. As I drove off I laughed at the heavens. For a moment I was God, and my wrath was felt. I was God once. Apostrophe. I saw. You were doing very well. Until everyone died. Apostrophe. A wake of violence follows my 2007 Silver Shoulder Bruiser. I haven't seen happy children in years. Also the dashboard is insanely huge. And it smells like crayons. Also someone stole my plastic flower. 7/10. It makes my day. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. 1976 Beetle is my daily ride. Also, lots of peace signs and thumbs up. It's my happy place. You are living my dream. I've never been a car person, but whenever the topic of dream cars comes up I say mine is a 70s Bug. Someday, you can have one for under $5,000. It doesn't have to be a dream. They're one of the cheapest classic cars out there. When I was in middle school, the school bus would drive by a used VW car lot. It was like Fight Club on wheels. We do this with minis in my country. There aren't anywhere near enough Beetles here. I have a 10 years old stepson who loves to punch my arm right between the shoulder and bicep. You know the spot, with his bony little knuckles on my bony little arm. He knows it pisses me off a little, but he does it anyway. Good thing I love him. So you are referring to the punch bug game. I'd like to submit my own entry. The PT Bruiser game, same concept, different car. Cruiser Bruiser. Combine it with Slug Bug. Just say which one you're punching them for double the fun. Better yet, punch them every time you see a car. I have a 1972 Super Beetle and it's yellow. My favorite thing is when driving around and noticing all the people hitting their friends and loved ones because I'm rolling past. It's the little things in life. I never heard about this. I've been driving Beetles on and off for almost 30 years. Honestly, it was much worse years ago. Now kids just look at it like it's a spaceship or something. It's just a rolled VW. They are cars. Drive the hell out of them and rebuild them again. People that drive VW bugs just think it's normal for others to be abusing each other in the car. I just taught my daughter about slug bugs this summer. It has been a really tough year for us, but slug bug has been a highlight. I don't actually slug her. Sate. Close bracket. Wait. We aren't supposed to slug our kids? Question mark? Question mark? Never heard of that one. We used to do yellow cars. Anything yellow we would punch. Then double numbers on license plates would be a punch and triple would be a kick. I have a yellow car with triple number on license plate. It has some special punishment. See. For a yellow car with a triple number you just shoot the person. My mom drives one, and every time we see another one on the road she punches me in the shoulder as hard as she can. Gonna be honest, it isn't nice. A friend of mine had a bug 20 years ago. We were definitely cognizant of this fact. Always pointed it out when we noticed. What kind of punch car games does what country have? In the Netherlands we punch each other when we see a Twingo. I assume that the Beetle punch game is something American? Yep. Kids around here say punch buddy. No punch back when you hit someone. But I think people also say slug bug or sluga bug. Like a regional thing. Yes. Where I grew up we called it slug bug. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed watching this video, leave your thoughts in the comments below.